On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Basketball. Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
The Bobcats will end their first home weekend of Big Sky play today, looking for their first Big Sky win of the season. And today they try to take down the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you on this Saturday evening as we get set for the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 5-11. They're 0-3 in Big Sky play, and they have lost 6 straight coming into this ball game, their longest losing streak since the 2017-2018 season. And today, they'll try to end that streak against a team they have played very well against in recent games. They've won 11 of the last 12 against Northern Arizona University, which comes in at 10-6. They're 1-2 in Big Sky play. The Lumberjacks played a fairly gentle non-conference schedule, but still they racked up now 10 wins at this point, 9 in the non-conference season. They're coming off a loss against Montana on Thursday, which was another close loss. I'm Keaton Gillogly, alongside now Brian Priebe at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Brian, how we doing?
It's good. It's a good day. It's a new day, and no matter what happened on Thursday, it's a new day today.
Yeah, I've been through losing seasons before. We don't know what this season's going to turn out to be, but no matter if you win or if you lose, they play the full slate of scheduled games, so you better lock up and get ready to go, because if you have a team that quits, it can really unravel. But we're very far away from that, and as you look at what Coach Logie has built here, what his coaching staff can do, a guy like Xavier Bishop on this staff, and some of the leaders who maybe haven't been as vocal as maybe they've wanted them to be at times, still, you got a group right now that is definitely hungry coming into this game.
Absolutely. This is a talented roster, a talented team, and they need a little bit of leadership to step up from the players' side of the equation. You can see the coaches are getting more and more animated and vocal. That's a sign that the players are not doing that. But they've got some pretty quiet personalities, frankly, and that's got to change for this team to get over the top. It's not like they're getting blown out. You lose by 5, you lose by 5, you lose by 1. Like, this is a team that's right on the verge of doing good things, but that internal leadership is really critical for them to get where they want to get to.
Montana State right now on this 6-game losing streak. Now, 2 of them were against power conference opponents. Those were lopsided losses at USC, at TCU. You kind of throw those out. But the 4 games against mid-major opponents in that stretch, they've lost by a combined 14 total points. So it has been really, really close. OT against Northridge was another tight game. The 3-point loss at Riverside. Looks like Omaha's a pretty darn good team. They're 3-0, and last I checked, they had a big lead against South Dakota State today. Cats won over there. So the ceiling is high, but we're going to talk to Coach Logie about this a little bit later. But, Brian, when you look at this Bobcat team in these close, late-game situations, I mean, how do you get a team over the hump when you're in those situations?
Yeah, and it goes exactly to what I was just saying. Like, it is a leadership thing that happens. Late in the game the other night, there was an opportunity with the lead and the ball where good on-court leadership doesn't take a shot, but they take a quick shot, and then that gives another opportunity to Northern Colorado, which they take advantage of, take the lead, and ultimately hold on to. It's just that final line at this level. And the other thing that this Cats team, though many of them were not part of 3 championships, or many of them were not part of even 2 championships, every other team that plays them goes, that team won the last 3 titles, and we want to knock them off. So they're never going to get a B game from anybody on the road or at home for this entire season. They've got to raise that level, and that is a leadership function. Those late game situations, those are leadership things. You don't always have a timeout. Even if you do have a timeout, other things happen. Players win games. Players make plays. Coaches do the best job they can to put them in position. But this is where this team has to grow if they're going to take their next step and they're going to get on the win train.
It's just so tantalizingly close for this thing to take off. And look, this is an absolutely wide open Big Sky this year. We've seen it a couple of times. Eastern last year was the champ with 2 losses, but second and third place had 6 losses. I mean, I don't know. If I'm looking at how many losses the champion's going to have this year, could be 4, 5, even 6 losses for the top team in the league.
Yeah, and that doesn't even factor in 18 games and, sprained ankles and things like that. So you just keep playing. You just got to keep playing. The most important thing is focusing on yourself and recovering. Student athletes are really resilient. They're 18 to 22-year-olds in most cases. They are resilient. And where fans and coaches and analysts and everybody else gets down on things because things don't go the way they're supposed to, players bounce back quickly. And I'm looking forward to seeing this team tonight respond and bounce back emotionally, mentally. You're going to see it if you see a good start to this game. You're going to see it if you see great communication and high energy on the bench. Like, those are the things that tell you this team's locked in. They just got to figure out how to get over the top and get wins.
Oh, so close, and a big road trip coming up after this one at Idaho State, which is probably the most improved team in the league, and then at Weber State, which is also off to a slow start, but they have a lot of talent as well. So if you're Montana State, you got to get a home win here before you head into one of these 3 games in 5-day stretches at Idaho State, at Weber, and then the Monday home game on January 20th against Eastern Washington to wrap up the schedule with them. So that's what's coming up. A lot on the line. It has gotten high stress and high stakes early in the year. Another big one coming up today between Montana State and Northern Arizona. All right, we're going to get to our keys to the game, our opposing team profile. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie, get you up to date on some of the other scores as well. Heck of a win for the women this afternoon. We'll talk about that as well. But for now, we step aside. We get set for Montana State and Northern Arizona today. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Back courtside at Worthington Arena. It's Montana State and Northern Arizona. And as many teams that have revenge against Montana State coming into this year, Bobcats have a little revenge against Northern Arizona as the Cats had their 11-game winning streak in this all-time series snapped in Flagstaff last year. That was the first time they had lost in Flagstaff since 2018. So they've really dominated this all-time series, although in a lot of ways it's actually been really tight because most of those games have been decided by 5 or 6 points. All right, let's get into some of this matchup between Montana State and Northern Arizona, of course, before we talk with head coach Matt Logie. And Brian, let's dive into our Kendall Ford keys to the game today. What are some of the keys you're looking for in this one?
Well, I think for sure Montana State's got to be really patient on offense. NAU defensively is not a terrible team, but they break down. They do not defend well late in shot clocks. They really are poor defending on-ball screens. And so Montana State's got to show a little bit of patience and get theirs when it opens up later in the clock. Secondly is the glass. Tonight's goal is just be even. NAU is killing people on the glass. They're +7 on the season, But in their 6 losses, they're only +2. And that's really been a key. They've won games where they've won the rebound battle, but they dominate games when they win it by 10, 11, 12, and they are very capable. Tout is a guy who is among the top rebounders in the nation. They just do a really good job cleaning the glass. So Bobcats just need to play even, and that's a big win to get them closer to winning this overall contest.
Yeah, Carson Tout is a big piece of this puzzle for Northern Arizona. 11 rebounds per game, 14 points per contest. He missed all of last year, the entire year, due to a back injury. That does lead us into our Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile to see why this NAU team is going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. What else should we know about this NAU team?
Vet team. This is a very veteran team. Juniors and seniors across the board, grad students. Those are the guys that play. They have a lot of homegrown talent, too, which is a bit, unusual in this age. You've got Jackson and Tout are 2 guys that are key players for them, 2 of their best 3 players that have only played at NAU in their career. Offensively, they're really, really good, top 30 in the country in assists. They move the ball well. They do get a little three-point happy at times, and they're not a great three-point shooting team, even though they're a really good offensive team. And the last thing I would just say about NAU from an offensive standpoint is when teams have jumped zone on them, they've really struggled against zone defense. They settle for threes, and again, 34%, 35% as a team. They're good, just not great from there, but they really settle. So I'll be interested to see if part of the game plan tonight is to switch in and out of a little bit of zone.
All right, it'll be interesting to see the Montana State welcoming in 2 of the best offensive teams in the conference between UNC and NAU this weekend. The Bobcats losing on Thursday to the UNC Bears 83-82. There are some good defensive stretches in that, but at the end of the day, giving up 80 points usually is kind of a tough task. So we'll see if Montana State can bring some of that out today. And for the Bobcats, just trying to get this thing rolling. So close right now, sitting at 5-11, 0-3 in Big Sky play, but so much to accomplish is still in front of them and well within their grasps as they host 1-2 NAU. We'll keep an eye on the rest of the Big Sky. There's the 2 3-0 teams in conference play are duking it out in Missoula right now. We'll tell you about that in a bit, and we'll tell you a little bit more about how the women fared in a first-place matchup in Flagstaff this afternoon. Spoiler alert, it went well. We're taking a break. It's the Bobcats and the Lumberjacks coming up in just a bit, but first a timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals, but here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
We're back courtside at Worthington Arena, getting set for Montana State and Northern Arizona today. All right, up next, let's take a look at the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard, and then in a bit we'll talk with head coach Matt Logie today. Some of the scores. Let's start on the women's side today. Colossal game in Flagstaff for Coach Binford and crew, and they win it today 87-81. Esmeralda Morales went off for 30 points in the ball game. Mara Dykstra had a solid game by the numbers, but hit a couple of big shots late in that contest. The women in that game were down by 11 at the end of the first quarter, and then really kind of dominated down the stretch and held Northern Arizona at arm's length. They were both 3-0. NAU brought a lot of teams back from their great team, players back from their great team a year ago. That was a massive win for the women.
Yeah, that's a confidence booster. And when you start talking seeding at the end of the year, the fact you've got a road win already, they got to come here. You got a chance at the sweep. Like, there's nothing about that that's not huge.
No, that was one of the early season big-time games on the women's side of the Big Sky. And, Brian, you noted this a little bit ago, but Montana State now 4-0. And two of those wins are against two of the teams with just the one loss right now in conference play.
Yeah, and then they've got Idaho State, I think Weber State, rather, is the other one.
Yep.
So they got to play tonight, plus they play next week here.
Yep.
So Montana State has a chance to have at least a one-game lead on everybody, plus have the tiebreak as we sit just 3 weeks in.
Yep. Weber State and the women, they beat Idaho State at home in overtime to go to 2-1. Idaho State and Weber State are here at the Brick on Thursday at 7 o'clock, Saturday at 2 p.m., and then the women go to Eastern Washington for that Monday game. Meanwhile, the men will host Eastern Washington on that Monday night. Well, the men obviously at Idaho State and at Weber State. Checking in on some of the other scores from around the Big Sky today. The other big one across the conference was in Missoula. A couple of 3-0 teams were duking it out. And, well, one of those teams is convincingly about to be 4-0. Northern Colorado leading Montana 81-57 in the final minute of that ball game. I don't think a lot of people saw that score coming.
Not by that margin, but I will tell you what, the way Northern Colorado played those last 12 minutes here, you can tell they're going to be a force. They have definitely cemented themselves as the early season favorite.
All right, well, you don't get any rings for being the favorite in January, but Northern Colorado is certainly looking very, very strong. The Bobcats will head out to Greeley in February. It'll be interesting to see what the complexion is then. Eastern Washington has already won. They beat Sac State 65-54. They held Sac State to 15 points in the first half of that ball game. And Portland State defeats Idaho 75-63. Portland State hung 40 in the second half, and then Weber State and Idaho State tip off with us. So Weber State also still looking for their first win in Big Sky play, although they had Thursday off. Quick check of some of the top 25 scores Saturday, so a lot of games rolling right now. Number 1 Tennessee trailing by 2 against Texas, 54-52 with about 8 minutes to go in the game. Number 12 Houston rolling at Kansas State, 79-52 late in the ball game. Number 17, Oklahoma, trailing at Georgia, 55-52, 8 minutes to go in the ball game there. Ole Miss leading by 15 at home against LSU at the end of that ball game, so that one's about to finish up. Some of the finals, number 4, Duke beats Notre Dame 86-78. Cooper Flagg rattled off 42 points. It was a freshman ACC record for him. USC and St. Thomas They earned the Trojans' first-ranked road win since 2010, going down to Illinois. They beat the Fighting Illini 82-72 for Illinois, number 13 of the nation. I believe Illinois was missing one of their star guards in that game, but either way, heck of a ball game for USC. Number 2, Auburn sneaks out at South Carolina 66-63. A different Big 12 team, number 3, Iowa State, survives on the road in overtime at Texas Tech, winning 85-84 to go to 4-0 in the conference. Number 9, UConn, have been kind of getting by on the skin of their teeth, but they're 5-1 in the Big East. They win 68-60 against Georgetown. How about number 11, Kansas, holding Cincinnati to 15 points in the second half? They win at Cincinnati 54-40. Number 19, Memphis won 74-70, and number 8, Florida beat Arkansas 71-63. All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, we're talking with head coach Matt Logie. It's the Bobcats and the Lumberjacks coming up from Worthington Arena. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy Loaded Tortilla Soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Northern Arizona at Worthington Arena. Keaton Gillogly along with head coach Matt Logie. All right, Coach, looking for the first Big Sky win today against Northern Arizona, but a lot of these games have been close, down to the wire the last couple of contests. What do you want to see from your team in some of those close late-game situations to get this thing over the hump?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us right now, we showed flashes of really good basketball, but we haven't made the key plays, the key stops to finish the games. So that's what we're looking for, is just push that boulder over the edge and come up with the key stop, come up with the key loose ball. On Thursday night, we obviously built a big lead, and then the opponent caught fire, and some of that was on us, some of that was credit to them. But at the end of the day, when you give yourself those type of opportunities, you have to take advantage.
Well, you're going to need that defense, as you mentioned, again, against this Northern Arizona team, another one of the very strong, powerful offenses in this conference. Just overall, before we get into the individual guys, what are going to be some of the key tenets on your defensive side of the ball today?
Well, I think it does tie into their personnel. You've got the leading scorer in the conference, one of the best scorers in the country, and Trent McLaughlin, who is a 3-level scorer now. He's really diversified his game, after being more of a three-point shooter, a catch-and-shoot guy early in his career. He's now using the bounce and getting to the rim and playing in the mid-range very effectively. Obviously, the return of Carson Tout, who was out last year, gives them an absolute beast on the glass. He's one of the best rebounders in the country. We've got to do a good job of limiting him and not allowing him to get easy finishes, because he's not a great free throw shooter at 32%. So, those two guys are obviously the focal points of their identity, but they return a lot of continuity in the other pieces too, and that's what's allowed them to click.
One of the other guys you did mention in there was Jaden Jackson. He's putting up 14 points per game right now, had 22 against Montana on Thursday. What's Jackson doing?
Yeah, he's a guy that's improved as a shooter, but is a good athlete, very good attacking the basket. He's been good in the mid-range for the entirety of his career, but now has kind of expanded his game to be a very capable three-point shooter on top of that. And, last Thursday against Montana, they even moved him into more of a primary ball handling role. So he provides good size at that position as well.
They have three different guys with 50-plus assists so far this year at Oakland Ford. He's up over 40 assists this year. What are you seeing in terms of just their ball movement right now?
Yeah, they know who they are. They know who their scores are. Their roles are well defined, and again, they have a lot of continuity, with the exception of Monte Bowser. Pretty much everybody has been in the program for at least 2 years. So that allows guys to understand where each other are on the floor and to make good decisions, and that's something that we're growing in as well. So hopefully we can take those focal points away for them.
All right, looking forward to it. It's the Bobcats and the Lumberjacks from the Brick. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got our starting lineups and tip-off between Montana State and Northern Arizona. For head coach Matt Logie, this is Keaton Gillogly. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Grotto Meats, handcrafted charcuterie, fine butchery, and award-winning smoked meats, sustainably sourced in Montana, creating delicious new takes on classic favorites with local ingredients and a chef's ingenuity. Grotto Meats preserves the best of Montana in every bite. Visit the Grotto Meats retail shop located at 611 North Wallace in Bozeman. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Also at local retailers and restaurants. Shop online at grottomeats.com, Instagram, and Facebook.
I'll be honest, I love clearance sales for the great prices, but what I really love is the thrill of the hunt. And right now at Kohl's Ultimate Clearance Event, there are so many hidden gems waiting to be discovered. I just went and saved 70% on cute dresses, cozy sweaters, pajamas for my whole family, and that was just the start. So if you also enjoy seeking out big savings, get to Kohl's, where the hunt is on. Select styles, offers end January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Town Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Go. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
One hand slam. That was a hammer. Got it to go. It's just that kind of night. Right corner three. Bang! Bang! This is the stuff that legends are made of. Gets it up for the win. Got it. Ball game over. Bobcat
The Golden Bobcats continue their march. Montana State has done it.
We came here to win, and the best is yet to come.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Well, a championship-level program here in Bozeman has taken a few lumps to open up Big Sky play, but it certainly feels like an avalanche is ready to be triggered for this Montana State University Bobcat basketball program today hosting Northern Arizona. Before we give you the starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, courtside at Worthington Arena, and we are ready for the Northern Arizona University Lumberjacks coming in at 10-6. They are 1-2 in Big Sky play. Montana State 5-11, 0-3 in conference action. Starting lineups first for Northern Arizona, put together by sixth-year head coach Shane Burkar. Jaden Jackson is in the backcourt along with the league's leading scorer Trenton McLaughlin. Monty Bowser is in the front court, one of the newcomers for them, Carson Tout. And then finally in the front court is Ali Ragab. That's the starting five. They have moved it around a little bit. It's really Tout, McLaughlin, and Jackson. That's their three-headed monster. For the Bobcats, same starting lineup they have had in all 17 games now. Patrick McMahon, Jay Mullins, Tyler Patterson, Brandon Walker, and Max Ogbongpolo. All right, Brian, here we go. This is a Bobcat team that's got a great set of talent. We've been talking about it all year long, and they are so close. And they've got another really tough test in Northern Arizona today, which is a program on the rise.
Yeah, and they're a team that's got to find a way to get her done late. They've had themselves in games. They've had leads in games, but it's time to finish a game. And I feel like tonight might be the breakthrough moment to get the momentum going in the right direction. And they use a good team, but we match up fairly well with them as far as I can see.
Ogbongpolo and Tout are at center court, and we are ready for basketball. The ball is tossed in the air. The tip is won by Northern Arizona, and we are underway from Worthington Arena. It is Jaden Jackson who has the dribble out on the left wing. He was the team's leading scorer in their loss on Thursday at Montana. Gives it to Bowser, one of the few newcomers on this team. Over to the right wing for Trent McLaughlin. Up to Carson Town, 10 to shoot. Then back to McLaughlin, 8. He takes it to the mid-post, right side, 6. Kick out to the top, 4. Jackson crossing over 2. Step back 3. Air ball. And the Bobcat bench up on their feet. It's only 32 seconds, but that's a nice 32 seconds.
No, but we said the Bobcats got to come out and start emotionally engaged, mentally engaged. Communication needs to be high. That's how you show that you move past what happened in the second half Thursday night, and it clearly showed there for, like you said, 32 seconds.
Bobcats giving up a 20-point lead and a 1-point loss against Northern Colorado, who right now is the league's only undefeated team. There's Brandon Walker from the mid-post left side. His push shot is no good. NAU pushing after the miss. Jackson in deep, doubled, now triple team, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay with NAU, but it was close to knocked off the Lumberjacks. So NAU ball.
Yeah, I don't think the officials, either of them, had a very good look at it. I think they'd admit that. The angle of that was tough for them. The bench sure responded like they had one.
Inbounds off the baseline. Toss up to the top of the key. Tout triples right. Looking for a handoff. Now turns the corner down to the right baseline. Double team. Kick it out. Extra pass. Tipped out of bounds. Tyler Patterson was there with his hands in the passing lane.
Again, you see some emotion. You see a lot of chatter. That's what you want to see. The challenge for Montana State has been doing that for 40 minutes, not just when things are going well.
Right now it's 0-0, 70 seconds into the game. McLaughlin gets to the top, and they call a foul as Tyler Patterson was trying to get around the screen. First foul on Patterson.
And that'll be on the ground, so it'll be NAU ball on the side, but it does reset shot clock to 20 because they were down to 6.
Toss into Jackson at the top. Takes it left with the dribble. Now drives down to the left block. Pivoting. Fall away jumper. Good. Not an easy shot. Jaden Jackson, who averages 14 a game, number 2 on the team. His first 2 points. It's 2-0 Lumberjacks. Drop off to Brandon Walker, mid-post right side. Throws up to the top for Pat McMahon. He turns the corner down to the right block and has to back it out. Now reposts, turn, fall away jumper, off the window, no. Tipped by Walker, no. And NAU has the rebound. Lumberjacks set it up, lob into the post. Tout makes a contested catch, goes up and draws the foul, and one. Well, they're going to count that bucket as he got grabbed underneath. 2 Bobcats in the area. And the foul is on Tyler Patterson, who picks up his second. So Tout now with his first 2 points, and Tyler Patterson with 2 early fouls.
Yeah, and that's going to end Tyler's first half most likely, or at least for the majority of it. So Brian Goraki's going to have an opportunity to step up. But also got to find if you might play some 2-point guard lineups, get Jed Miller in there as well. But guys are going to have to play a little extended minutes to cover that foul trouble.
Tout completes the 3-point play. Goraki did score in double figures in both meetings against NAU last year. Bobcats passed through a little bit of 3-quarter court press. It's 5-0 Lumberjacks 2 minutes into the first half. Jay Mullins has the dribble out of the right wing. Surveying. Tosses to Walker at the top. Takes it left, fakes the handoff to McMahon, now to Mullins, 10 to shoot. Mullins turns to the elbow, takes it back to the left wing, tries a 3, swirls off, no good. NAU has the rebound. Mullins did not attempt a 3-point shot on Thursday night against the Bears. Bounce into the post, Tout backing in against Ogbong Polo, turn, ready, hook is good. No, he got to his spot, he's almost automatic down there.
Yeah, he's so physical, big, strong young man, plays with his body. And Ogbong Polo is not a thick guy. He's going to have to really step up to the challenge.
Ogbong Polo has it. Triggers a left wing 3. Ooh, swirls off. Open look. Touched every part of the rim before it fell off. NAU into the front court. They've got a 7-0 lead. Almost 3 minutes into this game. Kick out to the top. Catch and shoot 3. Bowser missed it off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. And it is out of bounds going to Montana State. Now Cats just have to find some offense right now.
Yeah, they just got to get one to fall. They're getting good looks. Brandon Walker had a nice tip-in look, a little push shot. Right there, Ogbong Polo had a feet set 3 on an inside out. You know, they've had good looks. They just got to keep grinding, and it's a long game.
Mullins left around the screen, gets the mid-post left side. His jumper is left short. Another open look, just didn't have enough legs. NAU into the front court, 16:45 to go first half. Bryce Zephyr getting ready to check in for the first time in conference play. McLaughlin turns to the elbow, spins to the Big Sky logo, jumper up, good. First bucket for Trent McLaughlin, the league's leading scorer. It's 9-0 Lumberjacks with 16:30 to go first half.
Yeah, and all their offense is coming from their top 3 guys right now, so it's no one who you don't expect. Bobcats know the scout, and they know the report. They know how to guard those guys.
Foul on the floor on NAU. Bowser, his first foul. 9-0 Lumberjacks, 16:28 to go in the first half. Bobcats starting 0 of 6 from the field today. Bobcats to inbound as Bryce Zephyr does check in. His inbounds pass is stolen. Zephyr just coming back in for the first time since the TCU game at the end of December with an ankle injury keeping him down. Up to the top. Gob throws into the post, and it's knocked free by McMahon. Ahead to Zephyr. Over to McMahon. Transition left wing 3. No, a little bit too strong. The Cats 0 of 7 to start the day, down 9-0. 16 minutes to go in the first half. McLaughlin lost the handle. Walker dives for it. Then Zephyr jumps in for it, and we got a jump ball. Great hustle on both accounts from both Walker and Zephyr. And the Bobcats will have the possession arrow when we come back. We're taking a break. Montana State trailing 9-0 against Northern Arizona with 15:57 to go in the first half. We'll step aside. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hitting the road? When you download the Fuel Forward app, you save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up at Conoco stations. Because that's what the app does. A simple, straightforward way to keep you moving forward. Fuel Forward. 20 cents is a combined savings of 5 cents every day off per gallon, plus an extra 15 cents off per gallon for first-time users up to 30 gallons. Offer valid once for a new Fuel Forward app user through 6/30/2025. Participating locations only.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Serving all your garage door needs, StoreTech is raising the door on quality. 15:57 to go, first half. Northern Arizona leading Montana State 9-0 as we are back at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. And Brian, the Cats right now 0 of 7 from the field. What do they got to do on the offensive side?
Yeah, I think you got to not settle for a 3 here on this possession. Something going to the rim, get it Brandon. I could very likely see a high post touch for Brandon and kind of that one-on-one isolation that he gets from there. Just want to see something going to the rim. Don't settle here. Settle yourself down, make some points, get this game rolling.
Brandon Walker was great in the 2 matchups last year. Averaged 19.5 points, averaged 5 rebounds, and converted 15 field goal makes. Montana State into the front court, trailing 9-0.
NAU goes zone, so they knew the set play was coming, didn't want to deal with it, just go zone to take it away.
Now into the middle of that zone for McMahon, works his way down to the right block, back and in, drop off Walker, pumps, goes up, left it short. Carson Tout with the defense, and NAU moves from left to right. Chika Naduka will check in. Over to the left corner, here's a drive along the baseline, drop off to Tout, extra pass to the right wing, here's Oakland Fort. And that 3 ball is good. Boy, it really pinballed all over the place, hit the rim and the backboard before it finally fell in. 12-0 Lumberjacks with over 15 minutes to go first half. Garacki backing it down to the mid-post left side, throw out Walker. He drives, steps into the lane, and draws the foul as he was passing into the right corner. So again, it will be an inbounds pass from the baseline, and Chika Naduka checks in as Brandon Walker takes a seat, starting 0 of 3 from the field.
And the Cats just have been struggling offensively. You can go back to Thursday, those last 12 minutes. They have not found their rhythm. Got to find a way to break that right here.
Garacki takes the inbounds pass, tries a topside 2, rimming no, and the rebound won by NAU. Bobcats 0 of 9 to start the day. Fort drops it off for Tout. He gets into the mid-post, puts up the little float shot, and it's good. Just a little push, and Carson Tout already with 7 points.
Yeah, he's just so physical. He just put his chest right into Agbankpolo. Agbankpolo bounced back 4 feet and gave him the room to get the shot.
Zephyr takes it down to the right block. Backing down on Fort, backing in, turns, jump shot up, left it short. He thought he got fouled, and then a travel after the rebound was grabbed by Rickwood Pitt, but he lost his balance. So the Bobcats will maintain the possession. 14:31 to go, first half. Lumberjacks leading 14-0. Agbankpolo to the bench, and Sam Lekalot to the floor.
Bobcats right now don't have an amazing offensive production lineup out there. Naduka and Lekalot, Bryce, Zephyr, those guys have not yet proven consistently they're going to be double-figure scorers.
McMahon at the left elbow, takes it to the mid-post, had his pocket picked, but recovers, picking it up. Now turns, goes up, lost it, and Tout picks it up. I'll see if it's a block or a steal. Either way, doesn't matter. NAU comes the other way. Fort hands it off for Tout. Lob into the post. Held on the left block, kick out to the top of the key. Abelman to the right wing, his pass kicked by Pat McMahon. Tyler Patterson will check back in with 2 personal fouls right now. Pat McMahon will take a seat. The Cats are 0 of 11 to start the day.
Yeah, and you can tell right now, fouls or not, Bobcats need offense out there. Coach Logie turns to the 6-year senior, says, get out there and make a shot.
NAU will inbound on their own baseline. 14:07 to go first half. Lumberjacks leading 14-0. Toss out to the top of the key. Bowser bounce down to the mid-post right side. Jackson backing in on Zephyr. Spins, fall away 12-footer. Short. And the Bobcats corral the rebound. Out to Zephyr. Turns the corner. Gets to the left baseline. Now drives into the lane. Kick out to the top. Lekalot has the dribble. Bounce pass to the left elbow, Naduka, then to Patterson. Topside 3. No, off the heel of the iron. That's a great look, and it did not fall.
Yeah, and he was looking for it too, which is what you'd expect the senior to do when your team needs a bucket.
Now a bounce pass out to the right corner. Abelman on the drive, gets into the rack and lays it in. 16-0 Lumberjacks. 13:20 to go first half. Where is the offense going to come from? Ofra doesn't. Garacki over to Patterson. Dribbles left, takes it to the top of the key, throws back to Naduka into the mid-post. Kick out, Zephyr drives from the left wing, gets down inside, lays it up, no, but draws the foul. Went right at Jack Wistersol, his first foul. And the Bobcats will look for their first points at the free throw line.
I really like the play by Bryce Zephyr there. There's a point guard who's played 60 college games, even though most were at junior college, that says, you know what, we are going to get something here. And he just goes and forces the official to make a call.
First free throw is no good. Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champskidsclub. 13:05 to go in the first half. Bobcats down 16-0.
Yeah, in the last half of basketball, the last 20 minutes, the Bobcats have been outscored by 36 points, with that point right there included.
Zephyr gets it to fall. Bit of a Bronx cheer from the hometown crowd. Decent crowd today. Into the lane. Floater up from Bowser. No. Rebound tipped out. The Bobcats have the rebound. Patterson into the front court. Takes it to the left wing. Goes up to the top. Zephyr gives to Naduka with a bounce pass. Bounce down to Lekalot. Kick out right corner. Zephyr tries a three. That's short. And the rebound won by NAU. The Bobcats are still without a field goal. NAU into the front court.
Felt like Sam there's got to take that to the rim and go score it. Kick out threes are not what you're looking for, down 16-1.
Bowser over to Jackson, right wing. Back up to the top, Wistersol. Gives to McLaughlin. 8 to shoot, steps in for a moving three. Missed it right. Long rebound. The Bobcats have it. And they move from right to left, down 16-1. About 12 minutes to go in the first half. Zephyr picks up the dribble, gets it to Patterson, around to the right corner, Lekalot, back to Patterson. Drives down to the right baseline. Out to Lekalot, takes it inside, gets down to the right block. Kick out, stolen. NAU comes the other way. Bowser out to the right wing. Drop off to McLaughlin, head of steam underneath. Ooh, almost stepped out of bounds. Kicks it out to the top. Bowser moves it around to Tout, and it's out of his reach, out of bounds, and a turnover. 2 media timeouts, 0 field goal makes for the Bobcat offense right now. 11:39 to go first half. Lumberjacks 16, Bobcats 1. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Loaded tortilla soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded tortilla soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at qdoba.com or in the app.
Game is brought to you in part by the Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. They've got the Simba cam going around Worthington Arena, lifting up the babies. Who's going to lift up this Bobcat offense? They're down 16-1 against Northern Arizona. 11:39 to go in the first half. Brian, the Cats are 0 of 13 from the field right now.
They are, and there were several good quality shots early. Right now, you can just see pressing, panic, nerves. This is a team that's got way too many veteran players who have played a lot of college games to be worried about that. They can recover from this. They got almost 32 minutes to go. Just relax, knock down some shots. Jed Miller comes in at point. See if that helps the offense.
Well, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with just a step. And the first step would be knocking down a bucket. Jed Miller takes it into the front court. Bounce pass over to Duke on the right wing. Handoff at the top for Mullins. Bounce pass underneath. Naduka, one dribble, reverse layup, and it's good. There we go. Chika Naduka, the first field goal of the day. It's his first points since December 15th.
And the Cats on a 3-0 run, which is monumental after the way this thing started.
And now a steal. Jay Mullins in transition, gets it out to Miller. Drives, hands it off. Bobcats didn't have the look they wanted. Give it to Lekalot, then to Naduka to set it up. Over to Patterson, rips from the right wing, pulls up, 12-foot jumper. No, and Carson Tout has the rebound. And AU running the other way. McLaughlin floats it up and in. Tough finish by Trent McLaughlin going into the belly of Chika Naduka.
It's interesting right now, 4 of the Cats on the floor are guys that have been in this system both years that Coach Logie's been here.
Miller rips the right wing three. Patterson rips the right wing three.
And you can just see the ball movement is much, much better. Guys that have just a better feel for what's happening, they're on the floor right now.
Lekalot trying to bring some vocal leadership right now. Hand off up to McLaughlin, working on Mullins, around to the left wing. Jackson gets it up to Tout, 8 to shoot. Tout against Lekalot, into the mid-post. Now needs to get rid of it, 4 to shoot. He's picked up his dribble, bounce past McLaughlin, and then it got tipped and it's stolen. Now the Bobcats trying to grab some of the momentum. Out to Lekalot. Ooh, almost traveled up to Miller, around to the left corner, then to the left wing for Naduka. Hand off Mullins, beyond the arc left side, takes it to the mid-post, kick out to the right wing. Montana State sets it up to Naduka. Hand off Patterson, top of the key. And an illegal screen on Chika Naduka. He was the one who ended on the ground. And Tout was the one standing over him. First foul on Chika Naduka.
Tough call right there. Boy, howdy. Chika set a great screen. The referee said he turned his shoulders and opened up, and that's the call. I think he just anticipated an illegal screen. But it's interesting. You got this lineup out here right now. 4 guys that were in the program a year ago as Brandon Walker checks in for Chika Naduka. Still the same thing. And the ball movement is so different. Even the cadence in your voice, you see it pick up because the ball's popping around instead of just getting stuck in places like it has been.
Jackson gets inside. Tough layup, no good. Fight for the rebound. Still loose. It's on the floor. Lekalot dives down and picks up the rock. He gets rid of it up to Jay Mullins. Bobcats push from left to right, or right to left along the left sideline. Walker, he's left open for 3. No, missed it a bit too strong. Lekalot fighting for the rebound. It's out of bounds. Bobcat ball. Sam Lekalot started to bring some juice.
Yeah, you love that emotion. Sam is always a guy that plays extremely hard. He's getting fired up, gives a little flex cam to the crowd, and the crowd loves it. This Cat team has fight in them. Just got to find a way to execute and get some buckets.
18-16, NAU leading, 9.25 to go first half. Mullins takes it to the free throw line. Drop off to the left block for Walker. Kick out Miller. Then to Lekalot. Topside 3. No. Montana State, 1 of 8 from 3. And then a travel underneath. So foul, or a travel by Dylan Baker. The Bobcats get it back, trailing 18-6. 9:05 to go first half. Ogbong Polo checking back in. Sam Lekalot heads to the bench with a deserving round of applause.
Yeah, he brought some energy. That's what you got to do. You get your team going.
Montana State to inbound. Handoff for Miller. Throw to the left corner, Patterson. Lob down left sideline. Walker rips the baseline to the cup. Two-hand flush. Brandon Walker with a big slam. And then another travel on NAU. The Bobcats down 18-8. 8:52 to go in the first half. And a timeout called by Northern Arizona. So they got out to the big rush. A tip of the cap to Bobcat fans as well, not losing the faith, and Montana State landed some counter punches.
Yeah, and Shane Burkhart's seen enough of his team turning the ball over and not playing the defense they need to, so he uses a quick timeout. He knows the value of a double-digit lead on the road, and he definitely wants to keep it. But Montana State has gained the momentum here. Really, since that second media timeout when it was 16-1, it's now a 7-2 run, and the Cats have the ball and a chance to add to it.
We are trying to see if Montana State can kind of get this thing over the hump. They have now matched their field goal makes, or what are they? They're ahead now. They've got more field goal makes than media timeout, so we've gotten to that point. Which
That's
is
big. Got to keep that rolling, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to have to go out and recruit a sponsor who makes bricks.
Yeah, tough stretch there for the Cats, but that's all right. Okay, these things happen. Montana State, they're not quitting. Sam Leckelot bringing some juice. Bobcat fan base is up. They're loving it. They're ready for anything. You don't have to give them much. A morsel will get this Bobcat fan base up and running, and sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, and they know this team is good. They know this team is struggling a little bit. They want this team to get over the top, and so they're going to will them there, and Cats just need to respond. Knock down a couple shots will make it easy.
Walker down to the right block, playing a little bully ball, goes in. Too strong off the glass. Tip up, no. Man, he got there. That's his shot. And it just did not fall. There's Jackson down the lane. Leans in, lays it home. Jaden Jackson now with 4 points.
Yeah, Jet Miller just took a bad angle on the ball screen at top. And gave him the angle to get to the rim, made it an easy deuce.
Walker down to the right block, throws out to Ogbong Polo, bobbles the catch. Now dribbles from the left wing, stops on the block, turns, jumper, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Max Ogbong Polo, who's averaging 12 points a game this year.
Yeah, that's the thing you can't teach. A guy who's 6'9" who can shoot that kind of fadeaway.
Tout inside through contact, no. Walker the defense, Ogbong Polo the rebound.
I like the matchup of Brandon Walker on Tout. Physically, he can handle him better than Ogbong Polo's thinner frame.
Now, Walker's got as good a feet as anybody. Miller out of the right wing, skip past the left corner for Patterson. Up to the left wing for Ogbong Polo, steps back, thought about a three, turned it down, gives to Mullins. He drives down to the right block, turns. Little hook shot, no, that one's short. Mullins has had a couple of shots left off the front iron.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 right now. He's been much more aggressive trying to score than he was the other night, where he's a little bit more of a facilitator.
Abelman left it short. Patterson might have got a block, offensive board. Put back, no. Ogbong Polo the next rebound. Bobcats down 20-10. 7.25 to go first half. Miller out of the right wing, setting up the Bobcat offense. Gives to Mullins. Dribbles left. Goes back to Miller. Drop off down to the right baseline. Double team. Walker. Pestered. Steps through and travel.
He actually traveled twice.
Yeah,
he switched his pivot fit a couple times there, but Bobcats showing some fight, getting back in it.
All right, we'll step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:02 to go first half. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 20-10. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student-athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. 7:02 to go, first half. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 20-10. Brian, the Bobcats 4 of 22 from the field, but they have had some looks that usually fall.
Yeah, they've had good looks. I mean, Brandon Walker just missed a right-handed layup that, he just does not miss. But you got to get the momentum going the other way, and the way you do that is get stops. On the defensive end right now, they're doing a pretty good job, but they're getting slaughtered on the glass. They're down 10 already. Like, to get back to even is going to take a pretty monumental effort over the next 27 minutes. But ultimately, they just got to make some shots. 4 for 22, come on, man. Put me in a gym, turn off the lights, I'll find a way to make 4 of them.
I won't, but you would. You were the basketball player. Here's McLaughlin into the lane, goes up with the left hand, little runner, no. And the rebound grab by the Bobcats, good defense by Ogbong Polo. Mullins up to the top, pestered at the top of the key. Gets rid of it to Ogbong Polo. Ooh, they had Garacki in the corner open, didn't get it to him. Cats reset, down by 10, 6:35 to go, first half. Duca, bounce pass underneath, Garacki cuts, kicks. Ogbong Polo, right wing three. No! Montana State 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. Now here's Fort down to the right baseline. Bounce pass to Tout. Spins into the lane, puts it up short. Duca had the defense. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds. Bobcat ball. Good fight by Chika Duca defensively that time against Carson Tout.
Yeah, really good job by Chika there. He's given up some weight and girth, but he got physical, and you've got to play physical with Tout. He's a big, strong kid.
Tout, again, missing all of last year due to a back injury, but when he is out there, he is a workhorse. He's averaging 30 minutes a game this season, and throughout his career, which is over 100 games old, he's averaged almost 30 points per game that whole time. Ogbong Polo gets a runner from the Big Sky logo in front of the free throw line. He banks it off the glass and in. 4 points for Max Ogbong Polo. Bobcats only down by 8, despite all the struggles so far.
And that is the bright side of everything right now. If you can get this thing even by halftime, you've got the momentum to start the second.
Fort, lob up to the top. Wistressel to the elbow, then back out to Fort. He tries a three. That's too strong, and Mullins has the rebound. Bobcats getting some stops. Need something on the offensive side to our left. Bobcats in the home whites, NAU in the navy blues. Ogbong Polo, the drive and finish down to the right block. That's the elite athleticism that Ogbong Polo has. Cats down 6.
Can't teach that right there, man. That's an unbelievable athletic play, body control and everything else.
And it's going the other way.
Offensive foul on Wistressel. He pushed to give his man a lane to the rim, and the Bobcats get another opportunity. Cut this thing down to a 2-possession game. Now you take it and cut it to a 1-possession game.
Bobcat basketball presented by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food. Order from anywhere and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. Bobcats spotted NAU 16 points to start this game. Hand off for Duca. Gives to Ogbong Polo at the top. Over to Zephyr. Back up to the top. Ogbong Polo to the free throw line. Turns. Jumper up. Rimming. No. Rebound tipped. And saved by NAU despite the effort by Garacki. Now McLaughlin gets down deep. Double teamed on the baseline. Throws out to Tout. To the cup. Blocked and fouled. Boy, Garacki got way out up there. Picks up the foul and denies what could have been a highlight reel dunk. First foul on Garacki.
Yeah, and it all started. Ogbong Polo went over to double team McLaughlin in the short corner, and he falls down. And now you're playing 5-on-4. Guy coming right down the middle. Garacki tries to recover, but those are the little things that cost you buckets, cost you points.
First free throw is no good from Carson Tout, who redshirted his freshman year, played 3 straight years, basically every game, almost every minute, and then had to miss all of last year due to the back injury. Did seem to flare up on him a little bit in the Weber State game, only played 8 minutes, but he's logging big minutes the last couple nights.
Yeah, and he tweaked his ankle in the Weber State game, got ejected from the Idaho State game, so he has played lower minutes in league than normal.
Free throw's no good, bounces out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball. 4:43 to go first half. Lumberjacks lead the Bobcats 20-14.
I will tell you right now that NAU is playing the role of New York doorman because they are opening the door and the Cats have got to walk through it. Down 6, they should be down 20 right now. They've got every opportunity, got to make some shots and get this thing where you want it.
You got a good crowd, a vocal crowd at home. Garacki, top side 3. No! Oh, my goodness. That thing swirled around the rim, 50% home, and scored it out. Here's McLaughlin ripping from the left wing down to the left block, cut off by McMahon and Nduka. Good D out to the top now. Bowser pumps the three, gets run off the line. Has it back out of the right wing. Hand off for Tau. Oh, that's a good 20 seconds of defense. 8 to shoot. McLaughlin dribbling on the left wing, 5. McLaughlin to the elbow, 4. McLaughlin step back, 2. Swirls, no. Bobcats grab the rebound. Heck of a defensive stop. Garacki, right wing 3. Book it. There we go. And the Bobcats, after spotting up a 16-point lead to NAU, are back to within a single possession. 3:40 left first half. Jackson into the paint. Shovel past the free throw line. Back down underneath, and the layup is good. Tough finish by Diego Camposano.
That breaks a Cat 7-0 run to get this thing back. Quick timeout.
That'll take us to a break as well. Oh, man. Bobcats will not back down. 3:20 to go first half. NAU leading Montana State 22-17. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com. From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go first half. Bobcats trailing the Lumberjacks 22-17. Brian, you're looking at the stats here. What do you got? What's standing out?
The thing that's kept Montana State in this game is their ability to force turnovers. 9 forced turnovers. NAU only averages 12 turnovers a game. So a fantastic defensive effort, coupled with an anemic offense, but the Bobcats have kept it close, and they're going to have halftime to regroup. At the end of the day, percentages even themselves out. They're shooting 25% from the field, 18 from 3. That's not going to continue. They're going to find a way to make shots. So at the end of the day, that's going to even out, but you gotta keep yourself tight to let it even out.
Zephyr at the top, working for room. Ooh, they called the offensive foul. Jaden Jackson was able to square up, and Bryce Zephyr hit with his first.
Boy, and the Bobcats, they run some good stuff coming out of timeouts. Logie can draw up some great stuff. First timeout that they had the ball, they ran the Brandon Walker ISO. He gets to the rim, misses the layup. Come out of this one, Zephyr commits an offensive foul. Like, not giving yourself an offensive chance.
Layup inside, no good from Jackson. Garacki, the rebound of the Cats running. Zephyr now. Hand off for Garacki. Takes it down to the left baseline, working inside. Out to the right corner, McMahon. Then to Garacki, back into that right corner. He puts up a long shot. That's no good. The rebound grabbed by NAU. Lumberjacks into the front court. Jackson had it poked out of bounds from behind by Zephyr. Montana State has not lost here against Northern Arizona since 2018. They are trying to make sure they keep the stranglehold of this all-time series.
Yeah, and NAU, despite the fact they're 10-6, they haven't lost consecutive games yet this year, so something's got to give.
Block and foul. McMahon came over, got a piece of the ball and the hand. Well, and for Northern Arizona as well, I mean, their 2 conference losses, a combined 10 total points. The Bobcats 3 conference losses by a combined 11 points.
Yeah, you're going to see that throughout the year. I think there's a lot of, I don't want to say mediocrity because that's not the right word. Parity. There's a lot of parity, and teams are going to have to win night after night to figure out who's going to be on top. And you're going to get to March, and this thing's going to be wide open.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, there's no basement sweepers in this league right now. The floor has risen as McLaughlin splits the free throws. I mean, we were just in Idaho to open up Big Sky play. That was a good Idaho team.
Yeah, and teams are going to win home games. That's the thing, is you got to find ways to win on the road. Northern Colorado's sweep this weekend is huge for that reason alone.
And Brandon Walker is fouled as he used a spin move to get into the middle of the lane, so he'll go to the line for 2 as Ryan Abelman picks up his first foul. Town Pump's proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. That game against Montana, the first one, is coming up January 25th, so not too long from now, only 2 weeks.
2 weeks from tonight.
First free throw is no good. That'll be a fascinating one. Montana, a couple of really quality transfers. The guard position, Monty Williams fully back after the injury last year. Next free throw, no good. Brandon Walker missed them both. Man, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, combined right now, the teams are 3 for 9 from the free throw line. And NAU, after shooting over 70%, they're all the way down to 40 now. So they are letting the Cats hang around.
Jackson into the lane, goes up with a runner. Good, high off the glass as he tumbles to the hardwood. That was a nice shot. 6 points for Jackson. But yeah, you're right. This is a game that's not getting hung in the Louvre. Pat McMahon at the top, takes it down to the mid-post, backing in on Tout, pump fake up, left it short, and got his own rebound. No reset on the shot clock. Out to Zephyr on the right wing. Dribbles left to the top of the key. Handoff for Walker. 6 to shoot. Walker one-on-one against the guard. Draws a double. Kicks it out. McMahon with 3 to shoot to Garacki. 2. Garacki into the lane. The runner-up. No. Rebound. Won by NAU. 25-17. Northern Arizona leading. 1:25 to go first half. Burkar setting it up. 6th-year head coach. His first year was his best year in the league when they went 10-10. Last year, his second best year in the league at 7-11. Jackson turns to the elbow, stops mid-post, tip free by Walker. Lekalot dives for the loose ball, then Zephyr gets down onto the floor for it. We got a whistle, we got a jump ball, and it'll stay with Northern Arizona. No quit.
No, and that'll flip the possession arrow and start the second half, which you always like to start the ball with second half if you can. They're talking about the reset of the shot clock here. It clearly should reset. Obviously, Bobcats had full possession before the tie-up.
Right now they got it sitting at 20.
I don't think Burkar is going to carry either way because NAU is not a team that's trying to get to the end of the shot clock, and 20 seconds more than enough when you're already in the half court.
Ooh, we get to use the monitor. Burkar just wanted to make sure it was his ball. Now the officials are talking about that shot clock. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health, Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Don't forget the first episode of the Bobcat Insider TV show for Hoops season starts this week. We'll have Coach Logie and Coach Binford in the studio. That will air on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on MTN, and we'll have that every week leading up to the Big Sky. And, of course, we do have Cat Chat again on Tuesday night at 6:30. All right, they did all of that to decide they were originally correct. Dan Davies on the shot clock today. He nailed it. He was absolutely right.
They're actually wrong, but they believe themselves to be right, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter. Again, 20 seconds in the half court, it's plenty of time. Let's go.
All right. McLaughlin on the baseline. 64 seconds left in the first half. A single-digit gain. Jackson down right block, backing in, kick out to the top. McLaughlin working on the right wing. Turns to the free throw line. Gets down to the left block. Swarm. Ball tipped loose. Picked up with 6 to shoot. Kick out to the top. Jackson into the lane. Going to the rack. Lays it up. No. Too strong. And Lekalot grabs the rebound. All right. Bobcats get the stop at the end of the shot clock. 35 seconds to go. First half. Handoff for Naduka. Gives it to McMahon at the top. Over to Mullins. He tries the left wing 3. No. And NAU has the rebound. Cats 2 of 13 from downtown.
Yeah, just can't buy a bucket. Teams combined are 3 for 20 from behind the arc. That's borderline like criminal to have to watch. These poor folks. Make a shot.
McLaughlin directing traffic. 5 seconds left in the half. McLaughlin with 4 into the lane. Going to the rack. 2 up. No. Tip. No. Bobcats at the board. And that is a tough end to the first half. All right. First 20 minutes are in the books. You don't have to replay that. Go draw it up. Figure it out. A defensive first half as the Bobcats trail 25-17. It was ugly. The Bobcats are still within striking distance, Brian.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is the words offense and offensive are the same. And that was an offensive first half of offense by both teams after NAU's hot start. But the Cats put themselves in a position with a great defensive effort to find a way to pull this thing out. 25-17 at the break.
All right, well, good opportunity now to take some stock and find out if you're a glass half full or a glass half empty type person after that first half. Let's step aside. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 25-17 from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back at halftime with Montana State trailing 25-17 against Northern Arizona today. Bobcats gave up a 16-0 run to start the game. They missed their first 13 shots, but somehow, some way, they are still within striking range after the first 20 minutes. Max Ogbongpolo is the leading scorer with 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Garacki 3 points, Patterson 3, Naduka 2, Walker 2, Zephyr with 1. On the other side, Carson Town 7 points, McLaughlin 5. He was held to 2 of 7 from the field. That's Nice work by the Bobcat defense. By the way, I should have mentioned Tout, 11 rebounds in the first half. He's got 7 points, 11 boards through that first half. The Bobcats minus 10 on the glass, 2 assists on 7 field goal makes. All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. And the Bobcats 2 of 13 from the three-point line. All 3-point buckets are sponsored by Wendy's. On the other side, NAU 1 of 6 from the three-point line. So those are some of the stats through one half of play. We'll take a break. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 25-17 at halftime. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. We're at halftime. Montana State is trailing 25-17 against Northern Arizona. Bobcats on the road next week at Idaho State, at Weber State, and then one of the 2 Monday games is next Monday, January 20th. So, look, again, Brian, we walked into this game saying the Bobcats have a chance to get their first Big Sky win. I mean, you got to have one out of this weekend heading back onto the road.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And this first half, I mean, it didn't go as you scripted, but you gave yourself a chance. I mean, this thing could have been over at halftime. They battled and grinded back. This crowd tried to will them into it, and at the end of the day, they're down 8 when they could be down a whole lot more. What I'm interested to see, like, at some point, some changes are going to be made, right? Like, you've lost 6 in a row. You haven't won a road game yet. You're 0-3 in league. You're down at halftime. Do you just continue to go with the same lineup, or do you have to just shake it up for the pure reason you just have to make a change?
Yeah, sometimes that can work. And although that starting lineup hasn't changed, we have seen a lot of different rotations on the floor time and again throughout this season. And seemingly in a lot of these close late game situations, it is a different 5 each of those times.
It is, and that's because you haven't had guys emerge that have distinguished themselves, right? A year ago, you felt like you were playing 4 guys 35 minutes every single night because they clearly were the guys. Now, that team did not have near the depth of talent that this team has, that team did have a leader, though. It had Rob Ford, and Rob Ford made things happen for that ball club that right now, if Rob Ford walked onto this court, this would be a significantly better team simply by leadership and personality, not necessarily because of the position or what he did.
Who will refuse to lose today for the Bobcats? That's what they need on the floor as they are back in the locker room at halftime. Let's step aside. When we come back, we'll get you some scores from around the league as well. The Lumberjacks lead the Bobcats 25-17 at halftime. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence. Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's a quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you're staying strong and healthy both on and off the field. We're at halftime. Bobcats trailing the Lumberjacks 25-17. Checking in on the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard. Weber State leading at Idaho State 36-30 at the half. Eastern defeats Sac State 65-54. Eastern is now 2-2. Idaho loses at Portland State 75-63. Portland State 2-1. Idaho 2-2 in the league. And Northern Arizona dismantles the Grizzlies 81-57. UNC now 4-0 in Big Sky play. And the women win today. They are in first place in the Big Sky at 4-0. What a ball game it was at Northern Arizona, winning 87-81. Esmeralda Morales, 30 points, 9 of 17 from the field, hit 4 threes. Dykstra had 10 points, including one of the key buckets late, along with 8 rebounds in the ballgame. And Caitlin Martin had 14 points. Dylan Phillip, 15 points in this ballgame, going 4 of 6. She was great as well. So big-time dub for Montana State women's basketball, which now sits at 4-0. All right, let's now pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, we got the second half of play. Can the Bobcats find a way to will themselves to their first Big Sky win of the year, down 25-17 at the half against Northern Arizona? You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit comeonin.com to book your stay today. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 25-17. Going to the McDonald's delivery of the half through that first half. Not a whole lot there for the Bobcats, really anywhere, but Bryce Efford delivered the first point of the game for the Bobcats in that first half with 13 and a half minutes to go. So it took the Cats almost 7 minutes to get their first points. Their first field goal came at the 11:24 mark in that first half as well. All right, Brian, what do you want to see in this second half?
Well, I like the fact that we're changing the lineup. So Jed Miller will check in for Pat McMahon, and it's not about one player over the other. It's just you got to do something different to key your offense from the get. And the one thing Miller is a true point guard. Jay Mullins is a combo guard who's played a lot of point, but Jed just understands how to get the ball to people. It also puts Mullins in a position where he can be a little more aggressive offensively and not harm others, their offensive game. So we'll see how this plays out.
Bobcats trying to reverse the trend here after that brutal start. Over to the left wing, now down into the mid-post left side. Brandon Walker facing up. Handoff, Rogmonk Polo cutting into the lane, turns around, the jumper swirls off, no good. Man, oh man, NAU with a rebound. Lumberjacks set it up. So Lumberjacks started on a 16-0 run. The Bobcats finished the first half with 17 total points. Handoff underneath and an easy dunk for Ragab, his first 2 points.
Ragab does not score a lot, averages like 2 points a game. Yep. He's just out there for size. He seems to start both halves and then just sit down.
Out on the left wing. Now Tyler Patterson up to the top. Bounce to the free throw line, Walker. Gives to Miller, right wing, 10 to shoot. Out to Mullins, left side. He drives into the lane, pivots, steps through, floats up, got it. Jay Mullins, his first points today.
Good little step through. And again, because James at the 2, he knows he's got to be aggressive offensively, look for a shot, and he gets something there at the end of the clock.
NAU setting it up to our left. Miller playing defense out high against Jackson, 10 to shoot. Now Jackson down to the left sideline, backing it down to the free throw line. Bounce pass to Tout, 4 to shoot. Tout against Ogmonk Polo, puts up a jumper, banks it off the glass and in. Carson Tout now with 9 points, 1 point shy of a double-double.
Yeah, nice little fadeaway right there. Bobcats wanted to send the double team, but yeah, Jackson is a shooter close by, and then Brandon Walker was on the other block, couldn't give up that space.
Patterson bounced down to the right baseline for Walker. Takes it down to the right block, turns, banks it good off the glass. 4 points for Brandon Walker. That was one of his tougher shots of the night. Just his second field goal. He's now 2 for 7.
Yeah, I'll bet you he's happy to see one go through the net, though.
Lob into the post, not free. Patterson and Ogbong-Polo with the defense. Miller takes it up the floor. Now left wing three, short. Ogbong-Polo left it shy. 8-point lead for the Lumberjacks.
That did not feel like a productive possession there for Montana State. Ogbong-Polo not really in rhythm as he let that fly, and it showed as he left it short.
Bowser, transfer from Cal, takes it to the top for three. That's no good, and Mullins has the rebound. Bobcats down 8 with the ball. Just over 17 minutes to go in the second half. Bounce to Walker, left corner, inside the arc. Lob over to the right corner, touch pass around to the top. Back to Walker on the left side. He drives inside into the lane, goes to the rack, lays it, no! But he draws the foul. Frustrated he didn't finish. He was very off balance. And that thing just barely sat on the iron and fell away. Foul is on Regab. His first free throws for Walker.
Yeah, I like the take by Walker, being aggressive. And when you're facing up on a guy who's 7 foot, he can't move his feet with Brandon's quickness. So he's got an opportunity to take him right there, and Regab will come out.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats.
Checking the Bobcats, number 25, Sam
Lecolot into the ball game. Yeah, he's not a super vocal guy, but we did see him try to be more of a vocal leader in that first half.
Yeah, and Sam isn't a super vocal guy, but what Sam is he brings his energy and lays it all on the line every night. There's no doubt.
Free throw, no good. Bobcats 1 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Crumple that one up and toss it in the trash.
Yeah, it's one of those things, though, man. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to see 2 shots go through in a row, and all of a sudden the lid's coming off this thing, and Cats are going to make 8 of 10 or something and get that rhythm going.
Second one was good. I'll take credit for the reverse announcer's jinx. McLaughlin, right wing three. Ooh, he left that one short. Tipped out of bounds. What do we got? Officials talking about it. No signal. It bounced off 2 guys there, both kind of like right there. And they're calling it NAU ball.
That's what I thought it was live. I thought it went off Brandon Walker, but and Brandon didn't react in a way.
That actually might have gone off the leg of Rickwood Pitt. It was the official on the baseline who had a terrible angle. I don't think there was any chance for him to see. It was the official on the right sideline that needed to make that call.
Yeah. It's the second time tonight that they've had just a weird angle like that.
McLaughlin, the right wing three, scoops out. Boy, that one was halfway down. Man, oh man.
Somebody added some air to this basketball.
Yeah. Walker and one underneath. Got down to the right block, exploded into the defender's chest, and was able to finish. That foul goes on Carson Tout, only his first, and Walker will have a chance at a 3-point play.
I'm telling you, as soon as they see a couple go through, it's just going to be lights out. Hopefully it's going to be the opposite of the other night. The last 12 minutes are going to be on fire.
The free throw slices through the silence and rips the nylon. All right, there you go. 2 for the last 2.
Walker's made 3 straight shots, 2 at the foul line, 1 on the floor. See if that can get the Cats rolling.
Out to the rack. Missed it with Lecolot of the defense. Mullins the rebound. That was a phenomenal contest by Sam Lecolot. Patterson hands off for Lecolot. Up to Walker. Pumps the 3. Takes it to the free throw line. Down to the block. Lays it in. Looking like a guard. Brandon Walker finishing. And the Bobcats to within 2. As close as they've been all night. Jackson driving a kick. Abelman throws up to Tout. Around to the right wing. McLaughlin pestered, run off the line, out to Jackson, catch and shoot 3. That's short, got his own rebound to the baseline. Pivoting underneath, and the reverse layup is good. 8 points for Jaden Jackson.
Yeah, and Jay Mullins gets there to contest late on the jump shot, but then he just runs by instead of getting a box out and an easy rebound.
Overall, Bobcats doing a nice job on Trent McLaughlin right now. He's only got 5 points. He's the league's leading scorer, over 20 a game. He's number 2 in the nation. Patterson misses the right wing three, bouncing out. NAU the rebound. Bobcats 2 of 15 from the arc. Tout ahead of steam. Cut off and stopped by Lekelot. Skip pass to the right wing. Abelman fires for 3. That's no good. Walker wins the rebound.
It's good defense right there on Tout, forcing him to give it up.
Pass tipped and stolen. Carson Tout came in and got a hand on it. Jackson to the left corner. Dribbles it out to the left wing. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Lob underneath. Went off the backboard and out of bounds. And the Bobcats will have the ball when we come back, trailing by 4. Oh, it hasn't been easy, but the Bobcats have shown a lot of mental fortitude tonight to stick with it. And they are certainly right there. Let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 14 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the game. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 31-27. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 14 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the ball game. The Lumberjacks lead the Bobcats 31-27. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience and second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. All right, here we go. Bobcats coming out of the timeout with the basketball. What do you want to see here, Brian?
I want to see a basket. I want to see somebody step up and make a shot. That's what I want to see. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it bounces off a head. Brandon Walker made a nice little run there. He had 7 quick points and got the Cats rolling in the second half. NAU's 0 for 5 in the second half from 3. We know they can get 3-point happy. It is there to take. Somebody step up and bang a shot right here. Get this crowd going. They've been awesome all night. They want to see the Cats get over the top. Somebody make a jump shot.
Bobcats trying to avoid their longest losing streak since the 17-18 season. Patterson, bounce down to the right baseline to Duca. Skip out to Miller, into the corner. Zephyr rips the left baseline and draws a foul. Hip check from Jaden Jackson, easy call. First foul on Jackson.
He got very lucky, though, because the way the rotation had happened, there was no one in the opposite corner like there normally is, and so he was going out of bounds to throw a pass. If that official doesn't call that foul, that's just a turnover.
Zephyr to inbound. Gets it to Patterson, left baseline, and it got poked away from behind. Bobcats over on these plays, drawn up out of timeouts. Jackson out of control, missed the layup, put back by Tout, and it's good. And a double-double for Tout. That's his 11th point. Cats down 6 rather. 14 and a quarter to go in the game. Zephyr gives it to Patterson. Bounce to Naduka. Down to Patterson, he's free with a layup. There you go. And it's a Tyler Patterson layup.
Yeah, just like we drew it up. Like I said, throw it off ahead. I don't care. Just make a couple shots. Man, it's there.
Jackson out of the left wing. Bounce to Tout. And that pass chipped. Stays inbounds off the official.
Boy, if that doesn't go off the official, that's a turnover.
Kick into the right corner. 6 to shoot. Underneath Jackson. 4 out to McLaughlin. Step back 2 ball. That's short. And the Bobcats corral the rebound. Montana State has thrown a wet blanket over McLaughlin today. Miller drives and kicks, and that pass a little too much mustard on it.
Yeah,
goes out of bounds.
Thankfully got deflected. That's a shot he's got to go take there. He's going to the rim. These officials are going to give you calls around the rim. They've been pretty consistent all night. Got to go score that. See, at worst, if you get yourself to the line or pull up a little floater off the backboard.
Cats inbound.
Chance to cut it to 2.
Trailing 33-29. McMahon, first touches of the second half. Bounce to Naduka, left wing. Handoff Lekalot at the top, takes it to the free throw line. Bounce pass to Naduka, down right block. Pivoting, steps through, lays it good! Chika Naduka able to finish with some patience underneath. Oh, that's a great effort by Chika Naduka, who's got 4. Cats down 2, NAU with the ball, 13 minutes to go in the game. Lob into the post, Tout makes a contested catch and a foul. Zephyr caught him on the forearm, second foul on Bryce Zephyr.
Yeah, that's a good foul by Bryce Zephyr there. First team foul for the Cats, 7 minutes into the half. Don't give a guy a layup in a game like this. This is that old school 3 yards of dust type of game. It's going to end up in the 50s. Maybe we'll hit 60, but every bucket is going to be really valuable. Can't give easy ones.
A grueling evening at the Brick. Bobcats can make it all worth it, though. Still looking for their first lead of the night. McLaughlin into the lane, stops, pops, good. A little push shot from the middle of the paint. McLaughlin's first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, he just took it right into McMahon's chest and bounced off him, got himself open.
Bobcats down 4 with the ball. Zephyr breaking it down to the left block. Back to the basket against Sport. 2 guards battling in the post. Zephyr puts it up with a kiss off the glass.
Cats have made 5 of 6 shots now. Got to keep this defensive intensity up and keep making shots.
Tout driving, lost it, and got fouled late. Boy, lost that ball up high. It was Sam Lekalot who picks up the foul, his first.
Really hard to see if he had control when he got hit or if he got hit and that's why he lost control. Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of lost control first. Lekalot did bring the arm down and then kind of hit him.
Yeah, he definitely hit him. It's just I'm not sure he had control when he got hit.
Oh, first free throw's no good. Tout has not been good at the free throw line. 32% this year.
Yeah, well, he's 1 for 4 tonight. He can stick to his average by being 1 for 5.
Crowd coming back to life. This has been as big a story as any in this game. And he rattles it home. A dozen for Tout today. 3-point advantage for NAU. They've led all day since they had a 16-0 run to start the ball game.
Perfect time for Brian Garacki to bang a 3.
Lekalot at the top, gives to Zephyr on the left wing. Lost it, got it to Lekalot, could have been a double dribble. Zephyr down to Lekalot, thought about a 3, steps inside. Kick pass to the left corner, McMahon for 3. Ring it up! We got a tie ball game, and the Bobcats have battled all the way back, and the Brick is back to life. 36-all, McLaughlin drives and finishes through great contact. Naduka got hit underneath the belt. He comes back smiling. That was a good contest, but McLaughlin was better on the finish. Zephyr down underneath on the right block. Drop off Naduka, reverse layup. No! Oh, he made it more complicated than he needed to. Let's take a break. The Bobcats did tie it up, but McLaughlin had a big bucket on the other side. We'll step aside. 11 1/4 to go in the ball game, and Montana State trailing Northern Arizona 38-36. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. And a great night to be a guest at the Ribbon Chop House is Tuesday night for the next episode of Cat Chat with Coach Binford, Coach Logie, and player guests from both men's and women's basketball. 38-36, NAU leading Montana State, 11 1/4 to go in the ballgame. Brian?
Yeah, Bobcats showing life here. They're actually shooting 67% in the second half. NAU shoot 42%, so there has been some improvement. The Cats +6 on the scoreboard, trailed by a deuce. Need a big stop here to keep the momentum. You feel like it's yours, but you got to keep it going.
Bobcats, after trailing by 16 to open up the ball game, did come back to tie it briefly before a quick bucket by NAU. Jackson underneath, pivoting on Zephyr, gets cut off, has to throw it out. Now McLaughlin along the left baseline, underneath, reverse layup, rimming it in. Not an easy shot. McLaughlin now trying to get going. He's got 11.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets, and both layups. Veteran player knows you go get something at the rim when you're not scoring like you're used to.
McMahon takes it out to the top, fires into the left corner. Zephyr for three. That's good. We got a 1-point game. NAU leading by a single point, up 40-39.
Boy, and I feel like this is the best half of basketball Bryce Zephyr has had in a long, long time. He's being aggressive for his offense. He's creating for his teammates, and he's guarding.
Lob into the post. Then toss up the top. McLaughlin's open for three, and it's good. He's going to hit that most of the time. Yeah, Zephyr was putting together some good minutes at Denver earlier in the year, and then he had a good stretch against Northwestern before he took an elbow to the head, had the concussion issue, and sat him down. So it's been a start and stop year for Zephyr with injuries. It's definitely in there, though. Like a lot with the ball. Bobcats down 4, 10 minutes remaining in the game. Like a lot tries a three. No good. Sat on the back iron and fell away. The Bobcats 4 of 18 from downtown today. 4 Wendy's three-pointers. McLaughlin into the lane, down to the left block, pump fake, got the foul on Lekalot. He bit on the shot fake second foul on Lekalot.
And Sam's an upperclassman now. He's an experienced guy. He's got to keep his feet right there. He knows if he walls up a guy like McLaughlin, he's not going to be able to score over him, but you buy the shot fake and give him an easy one.
So McLaughlin going to the line where he is shooting 74% from the line. First free throw is good. He actually started his career at Central Connecticut State as a freshman. Played 32 games, about 6 points per game, but now has been here over the last 3 years, the preseason MVP, and even got his brother Alex McLaughlin to come to NAU for 2 years on the football team as a star all-conference safety, and his brother Alex just transferred over to Washington now.
He did, and Central Connecticut State's mascot is?
I don't know.
Same as Duke.
The Blue Devils.
Blue Devils.
Okay, there you go. As opposed to a Red Devil.
Right. Big difference. Or a Sun Devil, if you prefer.
Lecolot, he's open. Right wing three. Ring it up. Sam Lecolot, his first points of the night. The Bobcats down 45-42, 9:20 to go in the game. Over to McLaughlin, guarded by Miller. Turns left around a screen to the elbow. Stops. Fall away Jay from the free throw line is good. With a leg kicked out like Dirk Nowitzki ripping the rim.
And that's his shot. He loves to get to that spot, and he can make it all night long.
It was a big second half and Flagstaff that downed the Bobcats. Mullins gets underneath. Throw out to Miller. Back to Mullins at the top. Mullins looking for room. Turns down to the right baseline. Backs it into the corner. Puts up a high arcing three. Airballed it. Not a great possession. Now a transition three. McLaughlin missed it, and Bryce Seffer has the rebound. 8:38 to go in the ballgame. Bounce underneath. Mullins. Kick to the left corner. Extra pass. Lecolot from deep again. Airballed it. Well, it looked like Mullins had an easy bucket underneath earlier in that possession.
Yeah, and Sam's tired. He's breathing hard. He's been battling with Tau. It takes a lot out of you when you battle someone that physical. Cats down 5.
8 1/4 to go. McLaughlin against Miller. Spins, floater, good. And Trent McLaughlin is going off in the second half. He's up to 20 points now, 15 since the break.
Yeah, and the matchup there is tough. They see Jed Miller on him. He's got the size advantage. They're going to go right to him.
Bobcats down 7 the ball. Zephyr down to the right block, gets into the paint, puts up the floater, ribbing, good. Got the roll. Bryce Zephyr having a nice second half. Cats still down by 5, 7:40 to go in the game. Stoppage coming, everybody on fumes. Hard fought early January ball game, man oh man.
Yeah, neither coach wants to use a precious timeout here, but both teams need a break.
Jackson spins in, left it short, and Tout coming over the back. Going over the back of Sam Lecolot, an easy call despite his objection. And finally, a water break. Boy, oh boy. The Big Sky basketball is not for the faint of heart. 7:25 to go in the ball game. NAU leading Montana State 49-44. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. 7 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing NAU 49-44. Brian, what are you seeing?
Yeah, well, in addition to figuring out how to make baskets, the Bobcats are going to have to figure out how to slow down McLaughlin. He's got 15 here, the 24 in the second half for the Lumberjacks, and he's got most of the last 20, if not all of the last 20. He's feeling it. Got to change something up defensively, whether that's a double team, change personnel, whatever, but you cannot do it.
Another classic tight matchup between these two teams. 8 of the last 12 meetings have been decided by 6 or fewer points, and we got a 5-point ball game in front of us right now.
Cats go super small now. Brandon Walker at the 5, and then you've got Jed Miller playing point with Patterson, Mullins, and Garacki on the wings. Good shooting lineup.
Mullins gets underneath. Throw out to Miller. Cats with the ball down 5. Handoff for Walker, out at the top, comes right around a screen to the right elbow. Up to the top for Miller, 10 to shoot. Miller moves right. 7 minutes to go in the game, 6 to shoot. Walker on the right elbow, takes it down inside, floats it up off the glass, no. Put back attempt, no. Fight for the loose ball, and NAU comes away with it.
That's Tout's 14th rebound in the second of the game, rather.
And then McLaughlin got fouled as he was going to the rack. Jay Mullins picking up the foul. NAU bench wanted to goaltend as Garacki came in and knocked it away in the air.
Nah, that ball was already touched for one, and it wasn't even above the rim yet.
So McLaughlin goes to the line.
But again, McLaughlin making his presence known. Guy who's, like you said, top 10 in the nation in scoring. He's a guy that's top scorer in the Big Sky. He's put his team on his back here these last 5 minutes.
First free throw is short. Yeah, he came in number 2 in the nation behind Villanova's Eric Dixon, who's averaging almost 26 points per game. McLaughlin at the free throw line. Missed them both. And Brandon Walker has the rebound. NAU is 5 of 11 from the free throw line. 49-44, Lumberjacks leading, 6:30 to go in the game. Down to the right baseline, Brandon Walker backing it down, spins left shoulder, leans in, that's good, and one. And Brandon Walker is heading to the stripe.
Yeah, I was surprised Brandon paused, man. He got that ball in the low post. He's got a matchup that he should take advantage of. Baker can't hold him down there. That's one-on-one go time.
So Brandon Walker goes to the line. And he misses the free throw. And both teams struggling at the stripe. Overall, 12 points for Walker today. Patterson nearly with a steal. It's loose on the floor. Walker has it. And then I believe they're calling a foul. They are, as Jack Wistersel jumped onto Brandon Walker. Easy textbook call. 4th foul on Wistersel. All right, Cats down by just a possession. They have tied this game once and not taken the lead. The crowd wants it.
Yeah, this game's been tied for 1:30 of the entire night. 32, the other 32 minutes have been NAU, but you only got to be leading at the end. That's all that matters.
Patterson on the right wing. Over to Miller. His 3. Too strong. Rebound NAU.
Not patient enough there. Take patient. You got the advantage with Brandon Walker.
Brandon Walker, a big-time swat inside. Knocking it out of the hands of Trent McLaughlin. That snaps a stretch of 6 straight makes by NAU.
If you ignore the free throws, yes.
Yeah, 6 straight made free field goals. Inbound to Jackson. Mid-post, left side. Working on Mullins. Spins, back the other way, floated up short. Brandon Walker boxes out Tout for the rebound. Cats down 3 with the ball, under 6 to play. Into the left corner, Garacki. Oh, stepped on the sideline. Man, he had a clear path.
He had a layup, easy layup if he keeps himself inbounds. That negative step is something you work on so much in practice. Don't take negative steps as a guard. But he caught it and did it and stepped on the sideline.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. NAU with the basketball. Lumberjacks trying to steal a 1-and-1 weekend through the Treasure State, which is no easy feat. An NBA 3, McLaughlin no good, and Walker tips the rebound out to Mullins, boxing out Tout. Patterson on the left wing, sets it up with the Cats down 3, 5:20 to play in the ball game. Out to Garacki, bounce down to the right baseline, Walker against Tout, backing him down to the right block, shoulder to chest. Backing in, gets himself into the paint, spins, lays it good. Brandon Walker one-on-one, the bigger man that time.
Right now, NAU can't handle Brandon Walker, and the Bobcats have struggled handling McLaughlin. Who's going to come out on top? 5 to go.
Boy, you think these Cats fans want this one? Down by 1, 4:49 to go in the game. Tout into the lane. Stops, fall away jumper off the glass. No, Zephyr the rebound after the Walker defense. Cats down 1. They've got a chance for their first lead tonight after falling behind 16-0 to start the game for the first 7 minutes. Mullins turns the corner. He's going to the rack. Pump fake, lays it up. No! Oh, he missed the bunny layup. And Tout has the rebound, and Walker with the foul. Man, should have taken the lead there.
That's one you want back big time. Can't miss that one. You had nobody on you. You got a wide open layup. Just short-armed it.
And then Walker with the foul on the rebound. Only his first foul. Really not much foul trouble on either side to this point.
Yeah, the refs have let him play. I mean, there have not been a lot of fouls. You're not even at 20 free throws combined with 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, it's been nice and even. It's been a good game to watch in some aspects. McLaughlin at the top, turns the corner to the left wing, step back 3. Oh, nailed it. Put Zephyr on skates. That was a deadly bullseye. And Garacki is bleeding. He's got a big blood splotch underneath the 2 on the front of his jersey. See if they can get this taken care of in 60 seconds. No, it doesn't matter. They're just going to bring Lecolot in. 4:05 to go in the ball game. 52-48, Lumberjacks leading. Man, this one has been tough. The Bobcats have been climbing up a sand dune all night.
Yeah, they are running in sand. You aren't kidding. Got to find that sure footing in these last 4. Steal this game. You may or may not deserve it, but you got to steal it.
The vista at the top is worth it, I promise. Mullins down on the left elbow. Out to Patterson at the top. Into the post for Naduka. Out pretty far. Handoff for Lecolot. No, gives to Patterson instead on the right wing. 6 to shoot. Up to Zephyr 5. Zephyr into the lane 4. Spinning. Fall away jumper. Good. It's a 2-point game. 52-50. Zephyr into double figures with 10.
And his contribution in the second half is unmatched right now. He has played that point guard position fantastic.
Him and Walker, the leading scorers for the Cats in the second half. NAU with the ball in a 2-point lead. 3:20 left in the ball game. Double team trap on McLaughlin at the half-court line. Pivoting around, jump pass tipped, caught in the corner. Abelman, open 3. Too strong, rebound tipped in the air. Bobcats win it. Lecolot comes away. Montana State finds themselves in a close late-game situation once again. Do they have the moments they've been lacking all season? They've been close. Let's step aside. 3:02 to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing 52-50. They've got the ball against NAU. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
I was diagnosed in 2010 with bipolar 1 disorder. It took me a while, but I had to surrender to that fact.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, we recognize mental health as the foundation of well-being. This is why we partner with advocates like Jason DeShaw and others who spread mental health awareness across the state and beyond.
I've learned that I cannot do this alone, that I have to reach outside of myself for help.
Learn more about Jason's story at bigblueskyyinitiativemt.com.
Open your new Stockman Bank account anytime, anywhere with online account opening. Now, you can open an account in minutes on your laptop, tablet, or mobile phone. It's convenient, simple, and secure. Open your new account today at stockmanbank.com. Then, add our online and mobile banking services so you can manage your money when, where, and how you want. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you in part by Kendall Ford. Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. 3:02 to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing 52-50 against NAU. We will have another stoppage and media timeout at the next whistle after the Bobcats use the timeout. All right, Brian, what are we looking for out of the Cats?
Well, I think you got to get the ball to Brandon Walker. Right now, he has the advantage in the field. The challenge is going to be that NAU is probably going to double him. So his ability and guys' rotations around him to find space and knock down shots is going to be critical if he can't go and score one-on-one.
Oh, man, what a night. A grueling start to the season for the Bobcats. Losing 3 Big Sky games by a combined 11 points.
Well, we said it. Everybody's going to give you your best shot. You're 3-time champ. Like, nobody's coming in here or you're not going into their building and they're taking you lightly.
Bobcats with the ball. 3 minutes to go in the game, trailing by 2 with another stoppage coming here. Walker at the left elbow. Kick out to Mullins. Tough pass. Mullins gives it to Zephyr. 10 to shoot. Lost the handle. Picked up by Montana State. Could have been a travel there. 5 to shoot. Walker on the left wing. 4. Walker spins right shoulder to the rack. And he draws the foul as he misses the left-handed layup against Carson Town. The Bobcats got bailed out at the end. And that'll take us to another stoppage. Brandon Walker is going to the line with a chance to tie this baby up for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the game. NAU leading Montana State 52-50. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
2:41 to go in the ball game. Lumberjacks leading the Bobcats 52-50. Brandon Walker is going to the line with a chance to tie this thing up. Walker with 14. Bryce Zephyr has 10 points, so a double-figure scoring game for Bryce Zephyr. This is one of his better games as a Bobcat.
Yeah, absolutely, and I love what he's brought both ends of the floor because Jackson is a heck of a matchup problem to deal with. He's only got 8. He's been held reasonably in check, and Zephyr's been a big part of that.
Big-time free throws coming up here for Brandon Walker. 56% on the year. Came in 62% over the last 2 games. Let's see what he has in store now. No good. Swirled off. He's 2 of 7 tonight. Some mumbles and grumbles rippling through Worthington Arena, rightfully so. The shot is up and good. Kudos to the mental fortitude. You miss one like that in the silence, you can feel it. Still knock down the second. All right, 52-51, NAU leading. 2:35 to go in the game. Time to get up if you're a Bobcat fan. Jackson bounced to Tout, working on Lecolot. Puts up the hook shot, left it short. Phenomenal defense again by Sam Lecolot. Nice Zephyr setting it up at the top. Cats down 1, looking for their first lead of the night. To Patterson on the right wing. Bounce down to Walker on the right baseline against Tout. Facing up, now spins into a double team. Passes out of it. High pass, recovered by Zephyr right at the half-court line. 10 to shoot, into the left corner. Lecolot drives the baseline. Kick to Patterson. His 3. Bang! Bobcats have their first lead of the night from a right corner 3 out of the hands of Tyler Patterson from the same spot he missed a game winner on Thursday.
Yeah, that shows you the toughness the senior brings. Knocks down the shot when his team needs it, desperately needs it. Tyler Patterson stepping up in a big way. Love to see it. So happy for him as a senior.
The 6th Wendy's three-pointer of the night for the Bobcats. They're 4 of 10 from 3 in the second half, and they're shooting 60% since halftime. So the offense has come back to life as Tyler Patterson now has reached 8 points, all 3-point field goals. Again, sponsored by Wendy's, and Montana State leads 54-52 with 1:58 to go in the ball game after they trailed 16-0 nearly midway through the first half. What a comeback.
Yeah, great comeback, great toughness to get to this place. Now you got to finish it, because that 16-0 to now up 2 is worth nothing if you don't find a way to finish these last 2 minutes. Starts right here. You got Jackson, McLaughlin, Tout. Those are 3 guys. One of those 3 guys taking the shot. I'd put my money on McLaughlin, but either way, you know where the shot's coming from. You got to do what you got to do to take that away.
And how about the defense Sam Lecolot's been playing on Carson Tout down the stretch as well, walling up and playing some defense without fouling.
Yeah, he showed some real toughness, used his physical frame.
All right, under 2 minutes to go. Bobcat fans have been as big a story in this as anything, as NAU faced their first deficit down by 2. Step back topside 3, McLaughlin too strong. Patterson fighting for the rebound, and the Cats won it. That was not an easy rebound. Montana State winning a key 50-50 ball. Now slowing it down into the front court. 90 seconds left, the Cats up 2. Gotta get some points. Zephyr out of the left wing. Dribbles to his right, turns to the free throw line. Kick to Patterson, his pass stolen, intercepted by McLaughlin. 2-on-1 in transition. Bounce pass underneath, Camposano left it short. Lecolot had the defense, tip back no, and then a foul. Boy, great defense by Lecolot on the initial deny. 3rd foul on Patterson on the putback attempt, and NAU has a chance to tie it at the line.
Yeah, and Chicken Nduka got caught looking at the rim, and McLaughlin comes in and steals the rebound, draws the foul.
So McLaughlin goes to the line. Now he's got a chance to tie it. Brandon Walker will check in for the Cats. First free throw. It's good. 24 for Trent McLaughlin, raising his per-game average, coming in at 22.8. Pretty wild spread of minutes, too, when you look at it. I mean, nobody's played more than, 26, and nobody fewer than 13?
Yeah, and then you got the big 3 from NAU, who have all played 35+.
Second free throw is no good. Brandon Walker wins a contested rebound. 65 seconds to go. Bobcats with the ball, up by 1. You're always looking for turning points when you're faced with a losing streak. This could be one. Mullins to Zephyr. Bounce to Walker on the right wing. He's Euro steps inside, finger rolls it. No! Got his own rebound against 3 defenders. Back up and in. What an effort by Brandon Walker. Timeout NAU. Walker soaking it all in and pumping up this crowd with everybody.
Big play by Brandon Walker. He just would not. There are 3 Lumberjacks hanging all over him. He comes up with the offensive rebound and then finds a way to get it up on the glass. Matt Logie's more generous than I am, man. I would have had a timeout the second he got that offensive rebound, but he knew his guy was going to go up and finish.
We asked, who would refuse to lose for the Cats tonight? That has been a difference. They have been in close games. They have been in tight situations. They have had open looks to win games at the final buzzer, and they have not been able to convert when the opportunity has been there. Brandon Walker just had a wicked move to get to the rim. He fought 3 defenders for the offensive rebound and the putback to make this a 56-53 lead for Montana State with 43 seconds on the clock. What an effort by Brandon Walker, who's got a game-high 17 points, and Montana State on the cusp of snapping this 6-game losing streak, the longest of Coach Logie's 13-year career and the longest for this Montana State program in about 6 years. You wouldn't know it by the fan support tonight. Great crowd, great atmosphere, everybody on their feet. Jackson takes it to the right side, gives to McLaughlin off a screen, contested 3. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Should have been a foul on NAU. Mullins gets down to the floor. We got a jump ball. It'll stay with NAU. Camposano grabbed Patterson by 2 shoulders and pulled him back onto the ground. And a great contest by Chika Naduka to help deter that 3 by Trent McLaughlin.
There was no mutual possession either. That's a really poor call by the official. Tout put a finger on the ball, and that's what drew the jump ball. No mutual possession whatsoever as Jay Mullins is screaming for a timeout.
So 20 seconds on the shot clock, 29 seconds to go. 56-53, Bobcats in front. Inbounds for NAU on their own baseline. Lob in topside, tipped, and recovered in the backcourt. Jay Mullins got a hand on it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. McLaughlin with it. Dribbles left to the wing. Rises, fires, rattles in and out. And the Bobcats have the rebound. Shot clock is off. Pass ahead to the left sideline, and they call the foul. And the Bobcat faithful being rewarded. 16 seconds to go in the ball game. 56-53. Montana State in front, and Sam Lecklot not letting the Cats celebrate yet.
Yeah, that's a veteran right there. He understands, hey, this is big, but James got to make a couple free throws, and we got to get another stop.
It's a 1-and-1. Jay Mullins this year, 92% from the free throw line. All right, here's the silence. The front end is good. It's a 4-point game. Oh, kudos to this crowd, so rewarded. You think back to last year when the Cats were on that 4-game losing streak, came home for the Portland State game. There were no promotions. There wasn't anything special on a Thursday night, and the crowd came out in droves. Next free throw is good. And the Bobcats talked about that game specifically as one of the key turning points for this fan base, staying behind them. But despite the struggles, they have done it again this season. Timeout called. Bobcats up 58-53. Jay Mullins hit clutch free throws with 16 seconds left.
Yeah, and now it's 1 stop and 1 rebound, and this thing is over. It's going to McLaughlin. Every play in the last 2 minutes has gone to him. He shot a 3 every single time, and you've gotten the rebound half of the time. So that's what's coming. No secrets in the building. Somebody step up, get a rebound, and put this thing away.
Walker, one of the key late buckets on a putback in which he beat 3 defenders for a rebound. He's got 17 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Bryce Zephyr, 10 points today. Tyler Patterson, one of the key threes to put the Bobcats in front. He's got 8 points. And the Bobcat defense shoring up. They've held NAU to 1 field goal make in their last 12 attempts. All right, what a night at the Brick. Women won earlier today to take sole possession of first place at 4-0 with the win at NAU. All right, NAU's got to go the length of the floor. They inbound on the right sideline to Jackson. 15 seconds left in the game. Jackson lost the handle, recovered on the right wing. Handoff, McLaughlin puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebound tip, won by NAU. 5 seconds left. They're down 58-53. 4 seconds left. Here's a 3. That's no good. Rebound, Naduka. And it's over. The losing streak is over. Sweet relief. Bobcat fans came out and they were the wind in the sails tonight. Montana State wins it despite falling behind 16-0 in the first half. The Bobcats battled all the way back, and tonight they refused to lose. Bobcats 58, Lumberjacks 53. We'll take a break as Montana State gets their first Big Sky win of the year, snapping the 6-game losing streak. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in-store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Sweet relief. It wasn't pretty for big swaths of this one, but there's nothing more beautiful than seeing the Bobcats have the higher score at the end of 40 minutes of play. Montana State wins it 58-53 against Northern Arizona. This is the post-game show brought to you by the Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
All right, we're taking a break on the Raymond Chop House postgame show. Montana State wins 58-53 over Northern Arizona. Back after this timeout, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Bobcats win it 58-53 tonight. Montana State improves to 6-11. They are 1-3 in Big Sky play. Northern Arizona falls to 10-7, 1-3 in conference action. We're on the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Montana's Ribbon Chop House, their staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences. All right, we are joined by head coach Matt Logie following the victory today. Congrats on the win, Coach. Not an easy start, falling behind 16-0, but guys didn't quit. Fan base was behind you, and today you made the plays down the stretch. Just give us a sense in that locker room for these guys who have fought so hard to break this streak right now.
Yeah, just a lot of joy, man. We've been through it. We've been through the ringer a little bit, and, sometimes we've lost because we've been a little soft. Sometimes we lost because we didn't move the ball enough. Sometimes we lost because we got a little bad luck. Our opponent got hot. I mean, there's a million ways to lose, but you got to find ways to win, and our guys just gritted it out tonight. I mean, to start 16-0 with no momentum on the offensive end, but not let that affect your defense, that's a characteristic of a veteran, quality team. So that's a tremendous sign that we were able to get our offense going. Obviously, Bryce Zafir coming back from injury was critical. He played really good defense, got into the paint a little bit. So that was great to see, and just really proud of these guys. They've stuck together in the fire, and now they know what it feels like again. It's been a while to feel that victory.
You made a few lineup changes coming out of the second half, and then even just how the minutes dispersed in the second half. Is that merely just going with the hot hand, or is that something where you felt like you needed specific things and those guys brought those things?
Well, we've been waiting for Bryce to get healthy because, I thought today we needed two ball handlers on the floor, two guys that could attack closeouts, touch the paint, and we've really only had Jabe and Jed for the last few games. So that was something that was a huge positive. And then it's just, going with who's playing well. I thought Sam gave us great defensive minutes at the 4 spot. They obviously are a bigger team. But, I think a minute to go, he stands up Carson Tout on the roll and forces a miss. Those are huge plays. So, whatever it takes to win, these guys have hung together. And, now we take a day off and get ready next week.
Yeah, it never ends, does it? Bryce specifically, a guy that hasn't had a ton of minutes at home, actually. He's played a decent amount on the road, gotten a couple little dinged-up injuries.
Yep.
But is he a guy that you feel like can really take the next step here as we enter league?
Bryce can be a really, really big piece of this puzzle for us because he's a very good perimeter defender. He moves his feet well. He's got strength at the end of drives to hold his ground, which we've got hung up on a little bit. And then he's a very willing passer and paint toucher. So that allows us to unlock some other guys. I thought what he did great tonight was when he touched the paint and the defense spread out, he was able to get to his balanced finishes. And that was one of the things we saw when we recruited him was just he plays off 2 feet. He kind of does the things that we want to happen when the ball gets into the paint.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time and the insight, and congratulations on the win. Well deserved.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, that was head coach Matt Logie on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. We will step aside. Bobcats win it 58-53 over the Lumberjacks. Bobcats get their first win since December 7th with the 5-point victory today. All right, we're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataract,